there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we are talking Real Housewives of Atlanta. Anything I say is a legend in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is ever personal. It really isn't personal. Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. So we need to talk Funky Dineva dragging. PHAEDRA, formerly of Married to Medicine, currently back on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and PORSHA of Real Housewives of Atlanta, because he is dragging them being in Lagos, Nigeria, and dragging them for them doing the Dutted December and all the things. And oh my gosh, where do we start? First, he wanted to make it known that Quad from Married to Medicine, who still follows PHAEDRA and PORSHA, by the way, wanted to spill tea that Bozeman St. John from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is coordinating this trip, is everything's on her tab, allegedly, and then also is trying to make it seem like they're out there in Nigeria for one reason. That they're out there in Nigeria for one reason, and it has nothing to do with the views, meeting any celebrities out there, going to housewarming parties, going to fancy restaurants, like all the things that they have been posting on their social media. And oh, by the way, Funky Dineva, before this trip, they announced a partnership as well. I believe it was with Lyft. I want to say it was with Lyft. They had a brand deal that they did a whole commercial for. Shout out to Nene Leakes. And then also, PORSHA had tagged early on a filmmaker. And when I first saw that, I was like, my first thought was that this trip was a part of the production deal that PORSHA has also with NBC Universal and Peacock. That this could be a potential frickin' frack take Nigeria type of spinoff. That's what my first thought was when this was announced, because it was already announced months before this trip was even in existence that PORSHA was already dating someone else. So she would have been out, if what you're alleging, out here in the streets, out in the Lagos streets, solo dolo, trying to make fetch happen. But I think this is already about a show, which is why they've been out there still since Christmas, right? I think her and PHAEDRA are filming a show. Now, whether it's a dating show, whether it's a version of Queen's Court International Edition, because this Bozeman lady, I think she's done commercials, she's done marketing and stuff for some big names in the past. So maybe she's a part of the deal as well. But I actually don't think, and this isn't even me being naive, because we hear this all the time. Oh, if you go to Dubai, if you go to Nigeria, there's only one reason you're going out there. What? Nobody wants to be in the motherland at all. Nobody wants to see their ancestry. Nobody wants to just go to these places to see what's there. But nonetheless, because that was the thing with Real, and it's the irony of Quad throwing shade about this. Meanwhile, you're back to being BFFs with Dr. Heavenly, that called you 304 and said that you were going out to Africa all the time and hooking up with different dudes. But now you guys are thick as thieves because you're mad PHAEDRA's not on the show and she didn't give what you expected her to give, which was for her to suck up to y'all and do what y'all wanted her to do. So Funky Dineva, he goes in and says that Phaedra and Porsha are out in Lagos, Nigeria, and that they are, and that you cannot sell yourself, you know, if you don't got high premium stuff, that you would be selling Legos, like the toys, and not actual being able to get flued out and go to Lagos, Nigeria. Said that they're selling KEWCHIE, you guys. Said that this isn't prostitution, it's not gold digging, it is not you know, selling to the highest bidder. It is essentially premium KEWCHIE, you guys. Also, called Bozeman St. John Heidi Fleiss, you guys, as if she's the madam, and said that Porsha's lady parts, you guys, smells like jollof rice and curry. And that Phaedra is too old at this point to be doing this. However, she has finally, this is what Funky Dineva is saying, that she finally looks cute, she finally looks attractive, and doesn't have many more years left in the current body that she has. So she has to go all out in her attire and wear the most revealing things that is going to show all of her assets in Lagos, Nigeria, in order to get somebody, and that if she does not come back with a Rolls Royce, that this trip was a failure, and that if she does come back with the Rolls Royce, that the trip is mission accomplished, you guys. And then said for Porsha, Porsha is not going to do all of that. She is going to play innocent and pretend that she is demure until she gets what she wants. But because Phaedra is older, Phaedra has to put it all out there on the table and go in for the kill right away in order to snag somebody. Where do you guys come up with this stuff? Were you there, Funky Dineva and Lagos, to witness this firsthand? Quad, were you there to witness this firsthand? I mean, as in, knowing for a fact that is why Porsha and Phaedra are currently there, and I can't even believe I'm defending this. Considering the Real Housewives of Atlanta cast always said this, they made these accusations about Kenya, they've made these accusations before about Phaedra and Porsha, they've made these accusations before about Shamia, I believe, as well. Like at least half the cast of Real Housewives of Atlanta have been accused of going to Africa, just wherever in Africa at this point, to get them a man. And the way you get confirmation is if you get the Rolls Royce that is rolling up in Buckhead or wherever in Atlanta or wherever, right? But for this particular reason, I want to wait this out, because here's the thing. Quad is not on good terms with Phaedra. So why would it be in her interest at all to say anything positive about her? They're mad. They didn't get the invite to Dancing with the Stars when Phaedra was on there. They're mad that Phaedra called Married to Medicine the sinking ship, and that she revived the show. She revived the ratings, just like she called Real Housewives of Atlanta a sinking ship, and that she would never go back on the show, and she's back on the show. But y'all took it personally. Y'all were personally offended. Especially Dr. Heavenly, that you're spreading rumors that Phaedra had the power to try to get Quad fired from the show. And Phaedra had been on the show for 2 seconds. So it made 0 sense when y'all did the same thing to Mariah Huq. Make it make sense. But Funky Dineva, like this is why I laugh when people say, "Oh, new year, new me. We're gonna keep it positive. We're gonna keep it Gucci. All this." No. You don't change overnight like that. You can claim you're gonna try to be more positive in this and that, but if you're messy and you're gonna throw shade anyways, that's just who you are. That is who you are. And you even said it, Funky Dineva, in this video. Listen, I'm not judging, but I am going to drag you. Well, you did kind of go a little far with some of the things you said about between PHAEDRA and Porsha's legs. Like, was all that necessary? Like, I mean, like there's just some comments that is just like, okay. Like, did we need to take it to this level? Did we need to go down this level of gutter to throw shade and make a point? Like that's the piece that, again, if anybody else said this on YouTube, they would be getting dragged. They would be getting canceled. People would be unsubscribing in droves and all of the things. But you, for whatever reason, get away with it. You get away with it. And this isn't even the worst of things that you've said. But nonetheless, I'm waiting this out because, like I said, if we come back 6 months to a year from now and we find out that this is going to be on Peacock, I would think that, you know, Funky Dineva and potentially Quad would come out and be like, listen, I was wrong this time. I was wrong this time. I had preconceived notions, used to how it was before on the Real Housewives of Atlanta when it was rumored that this was how, you know, what was going on with Kenya. This was rumored when the cast tried to put that out there about Shamia, when the cast tried to put this out there previously about Porsha and PHAEDRA, only for it to come out that frickin' frack Take a Lagos will be on your screen soon in Peacock. And if, in fact, if, you know, Bozeman St. John is a part of this, and she's already a part of the Bravo family. She's already a part of the NBC Universal family. It's not a conflict of interest in terms of contracts. Maybe I'm just thinking too realistic, or, you know, thinking that there is more than one reason to go to Africa, you guys. But I specifically remember Porsha having this production deal, and the reason I think that they're filming this TV show is because of the extended hiatus of when they're actually bringing back Atlanta. We do know for a fact Real Housewives of Atlanta is coming back this year. But what if they're trying to also build additional interest, also, you know, build some additional programming and things like that, and start getting Porsha to work because of that production deal she signed? Because regardless of what happens on her divorce battle with Simon, she still signed that production deal. And so whatever that is going to entail, whatever original programming, TV shows, movies, whatever, reality TV, they need to get a move on it. So I honestly, and like I said, Porsha tagged a director, a film, you know, person in the original post about Dirty December. So I still think it's a TV show. And the reason I also think that is because Peacock has been really trying to diversify their content. I don't know if you guys saw the show. I can't think of the name of it, but it was kind of similar to like a Eat, Pray, Love. And it had Tammy Rivera on there, Waka Flocka's ex. It had on there as well the singer Nivea. And it also had Eva Marcel from Real Housewives of Atlanta / America's Next Top Model. And it was about them going to Vietnam for an extended period of time it was really, I think, for Nivea's birthday. And they invited somebody also who was British, who was a comedian. And they were there, I think, for like a week or so, and went to like 3 different places and was trying to really immerse themselves in the culture, go to different restaurants, do different types of sightseeing and all this. But really the focus was on healing, renewal, rebirth. And I believe it was like 3 episodes. So it would not shock me at all if this could be, you know, a potential 6 to 8 episode extravaganza in Lagos, Nigeria. And oh, by the way, you already have other people that are a part of the NBC Universal family that you can film scenes with. They can do confessionals with. It's not a conflict of interest. You can also get exposed to the culture, what goes on in Nigeria, some of the restaurants, stay at a nice hotel, nice accommodations, or a nice Airbnb, whatever the case may be, and really put, you know, Nigeria out on display. and really try to marry, you know, how global, you know, these reality stars are trying to be, as you've already, you know, attempted with some of these international housewives locations. Now, some have fared better than others, but that was my mentality. When you sign a production deal, a part of already signing a deal to come back on the show, they're not just going to be paying you all this money just to do whatever with Atlanta. And Atlanta, it already seems like they still have got some issues to work out with the whole Kenya situation. So nonetheless, I'm not going to just outwardly say that they're out here doing premium selling KEWCHIE, Funky Dineva. I cannot do it, and it's not me being naive. It is me being realistic and looking at all sides of the coin, looking at Porsha's conditions of her coming back to Real Housewives of Atlanta that included a production deal and her tagging a filmmaker when it was first announced that there was going to be a Dirty December trip taking place. So there's that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.